Yo, what's up, Shan?
What up, Ruck?
What's up, SK?
What up, Dizzle D?
Nah, don't do that.
Sorry. Hey, TJ.
Yo, I heard we gonna play some games.
You already know. Hey, I heard SK talking about it after practice, so I invited him too. 4 is better, right? Anyway.
No. I'm not playing with nerds. Now, no offense to you, SK. I'm just saying.
Yo, I love nerds. They got me through high school. You know what I'm saying? Sup, AA Rod?
I prefer numbers expert.
Nah, man, I like them too. It's just that they always win at everything.
You're right.
I'm not that good, honestly, guys. In my last tournament, my overall mental barometer was below 88%.
Tournament?
What?
Barometer. And by the way, where did those controllers come from? You can't bring your own controllers, right, Be Fresh?
That's right. As acting commissioner of DJ's Home Court Gaming Association, that violates bylaw 13.5C. You feel me?
Teammates?
I'll allow the controller.
Fine, let's get it.
Hey, that's my Rook. Let's do this.
Hey, you gonna go down.
Man, we don't
Yeah,
lose.
right.
Come on, Rook. Let them know.
You know
The
what I'm saying?
Kleenex, you gonna
Look,
be
you
crying like a
gotta
baby.
watch out for her, man. She has horrible defense.
Make sure you pass
Increasing
the ball.
efficiency to 43%.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. The Bulls have been looking pretty confident. This is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. So often we talk about players we'll get to see on the floor, but Shaq, you had a chance to speak with a player in tonight's game. You met up with DJ recently. Anything you want to share?
Ernie, I was so impressed. This guy has the temperament that all greats of the NBA have. He loves basketball, and he loves music. So do I. We talked about a foul.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. For the season series between these two teams, the Pistons came away empty-handed in the last matchup against Chicago. Win against them would do them wonders. 0-3 so far in the season.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the good news keeps coming in for DJ, this time in the shoot.
Thank you, David. Still hammering out the details on the Air Harlands, but I'll make sure you get a box of them when they hit the streets, Greg. And as we know, this is the final day of the regular season, Chris. A lot of make or break situations for teams on the bubble. How much fun is it playing in these types of games?
Well, I'll tell you, twice in my career, I've been in a situation where we had to play in the playoffs in the last game of the season. One time we won it in Washington, one time we lost it. So it's a lot of excitement, Kevin. There's a lot of heartbreak as well. So there's two sides of that coin, but it's always exciting the last day.
I bet. Isn't it hard to believe that a season after 81 games can come down to the 82nd game after all that travel, all those practices, and all those games?
It is crazy, and coaches love it because that's when they can reiterate. I told you it's about the little things. If you'd have done different game 3, we wouldn't be in this position.
I bet they do.
Oh, yeah, they love that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, Smith and Bradley are together in the backcourt. The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. And it's sent back by Drummond. Smith kicks to Tolliver. Here's the screen. He feeds it to Bradley. Smith outside. Drummond the screen. 6 to shoot. Teardrop shot. Out of hand on it. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. And here is DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And news coming out that DJ will be gracing the cover of NBA 2K19. I assume that is some sort of video game or something. And that this is a big deal. But to be honest, Greg, I've never heard of it before.
To be honest, it seems like that company has gotten a little desperate for attention if they are putting an undrafted player like DJ on their cover. The whole thing smells like a marketing stunt to me, partner.
And both free throws good for DJ. And Chris, you played during an era against a team that many consider the greatest of all time, that 96 Chicago Bulls team with Jordan and Pippen and a great roster. Just thinking back to that team during that second three-peat, what was it like when you were going up against that Bulls team?
So tough to play against that team. Jordan is arguably the best player that's ever, laced them up. And Pippen was so tough offensively and rebounding. Rodman as well on the boards. And then you had guys in a system that was, just really too much. It's hard to say. Of course, in my opinion, having played against them, they're the best team of all time. But Bill Russell once told me, ghosts can't play, so don't get caught up in comparing eras that you really can't prove it. So, of course, they're the best of all time to me, but it's fun watching these young kids play today.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after one season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
And that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
Valentine setting the pick for Wade. They get it back. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Well, they had a hard time forcing turnovers, and then on the other end, made quite a number of mistakes themselves.
Payne's shot is good. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school, terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
Wade has the open look. And DJ throws it down.
Oh, DJ going to work on the offensive glass, using his athleticism to hunt down second chance opportunities.
Drummond sets the screen for Smith. Off the screen, connects, the jumper drops.
Solid pick to create that opening. A soft touch on the jumper.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Wade dishes to DJ. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And it's Drummond missing.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy moves.
Wade from outside. Wade missing again. The Pistons on offense. It's stolen by Wade. In the corner, Valentine with it. DJ with it, working on Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and throughout his career, Drummond has averaged more than a block per game. He really goes all out on defense.
Bradley passes to Smith. Bradley kicks to Tolliver. Nailed from three-point land.
there's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Harris misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
In the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Bulls making a change here. Levine's checked in. Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jackson comes in for Smith. And it's sent back by Drummond. Out to the right wing. Here's Kennard. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Away from home, you got to execute. And they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Jackson against Levine. Here's the floater. And Jackson finishes inside. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, you love when Jackson comes up with the floating J. The way he shoots, it makes it impossible for the D to do anything about it.
Bradley against Wade. A fader. And that one is good from DJ. DJ's got 6.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Outside Jackson. Here's Drummond. A putback, and Drummond is right there.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
Now, here's DJ. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. And Stan Van Gundy, known for being one of the more demanding coaches when it comes to defense. He doesn't care who you are. If you're not giving it your all on the defensive end, you're going to find yourself on the bench.
Well, he's clear with what he wants and what he expects, and, you know, when you step on the floor.
Shot clock at 6. From 13, rebound Detroit. Outside Jackson. Drummond with a screen on Levine. The feed to Tolliver. In the corner, Bradley with it. The offensive rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And Mirotic kicks to DJ. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
You so often hear about how much Detroit Pistons fans pride themselves on the defense of this team. It's a part of the franchise's identity. All the fans in Detroit definitely love their defense.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And only a handful of teams have a franchise identity like that with the Pistons in defense. Maybe the Lakers playing up-tempo or Memphis grinding it out.
Well, yeah, not many teams or franchises have an identity, and that's what makes it so special to play in Detroit for that reason. There's nothing like hearing the crowd get hyped for a defensive stop.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto. Galloway, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that one. He gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
DJ has been on display for the Chicago Bulls. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now the second quarter. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Smith. 12 points his last outing. On the court for the Pistons, Smith and Bradley are together in the backcourt. The big men, Tolliver and Drummond. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. DJ with it, working on Drummond. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
DJ is used to getting knocked around while shooting. Remarkable composure. Still finds a way to sink that shot.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nets was outstanding. He finished with 60 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. The stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of us.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Parsons. DJ with it, working on Drummond. Mirotic has a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. Pistons trailed by 5. Harris, right side. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Whether it's inside or outside, Harris remains steady and ready to shoot the ball. He definitely has the trust of his teammates and coaches.
Now, here's DJ. He's got 14, and DJ throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, at 279 pounds, why don't we just say 280? Drummond is just the force of nature when he's shooting the ball. Shrugging off contact like that is nothing.
Now, here's DJ. 16 points for him. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. It's Drummond, high post. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Here's Wade. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Look at that fast release of Mirotic. Just remarkable as a big fella. As soon as the ball arrives, he's prepared to let it go.
Now, here is Smith. Drummond, a screen. Shot off the screen. Rebound by the Bulls. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Valentine dishes to DJ. Good D by Drummond. Outside Bradley. Smith on the wing. Shoots over Payne. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
And so it's Chicago, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
Yeah, I think everyone on the floor has been doing a great job of boxing out and finishing defensive stops. The ball just happens to be bouncing my way, so, I get credit for the rebound, but as a team, I'm really happy with the way we're bodying up.
Well, you guys are all doing it together. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
The power he showed, the explosiveness, just a lethal combination inside.
D-Wade out there with Payne, and it's DJ. Then there's Valentine, and it's Mirotic in at the 4. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And Chris, if you're a Pistons fan, you have to be happy with the direction this team is headed. They have a good, youthful core, a brand new arena. Things are looking up.
Oh, yeah. 3 championships in the history. 2 of those were back-to-back, and another final. But if you look back at the Pistons' history, just like most organizations, it's full of valleys and peaks. And they just went through a valley for the past 7 years or so. And we'll see how things are lining up for them. It looks promising, but they have to come through and execute.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Outside Bradley. Back to Harris. And it's DJ with the rebound. DJ's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And Mirotic kicks to Payne. It's tipped. Harris, right side. Harris missing again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Mirotic's shot is off. Pistons trail by 6. Kicks it out to Bradley. Here's Drummond, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Sometimes all you have to do is dump the ball down to Drummond and get out of the way. He'll take care of the rest, utilizing his massive frame so well.
Wade kicks to Valentine. And again, no good by Chicago.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Harris passes to Drummond. The 3. Valentine grabs the board.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
To the inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Payne. After the made shot from Andre Drummond, here's Mirotic. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pistons trail by 8. Smith kicks to Tolliver. They set the screen. Drummond a screen. Passes it to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Mirotic. Chandler Parsons comes in for Denzel Valentine. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Wells is subbed in for Cameron Payne. And it's Drummond missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
Pistons trail by 10. Galloway dishes to Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
Levine's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's Levine. 5 points in the game. The shot from 20 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. DJ's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Drummond with a screen on Levine. Ellenson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Drummond. Johnson attacking. Makes it off the glass.
And Johnson is just so long. He gets to the hoop in no time when he's driving inside.
Wells kicks to DJ. Puts it up. Another one falls for Chicago.
But it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Pistons trail by 10. Drummond a screen. Galloway kicks to Drummond. And there's the 3-second violation. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Pistons.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Kennard, he's checked in for Stanley Johnson, and it's Jackson in for Bradley. Levine kicks to Wells. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Wells has got 5 points so far.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Here's Ellenson, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Ellenson's got his second basket.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Wells with it. He's got 5. Outside, Levine. No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Jackson. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Levine.
The Bulls have been very active in revamping this roster. A lot of trades and player movement. They were worried of becoming a treadmill team.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, you're up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Markkanen. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Tobias Harris is checked in for Henry Ellenson. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Now here's Jackson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Lopez outside. Jacks up a 3. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Lopez. And that's 10 points for Shammy Wells. Pistons trail by 12. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. Pass to Drummond. Over DJ. No good there. And it's Chicago the other way. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Dishes it to Wells. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Now here's Jackson. Over Levine. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago leading by 15. Feeds it to Wells. Down low. Outside for Simmons. Another three for Chicago.
Well, I like how DJ actively looks for the open teammate, whipping the ball over beautifully and quickly.
Drummond a screen. On the wing, Harris. Over Wells. And it's in. Ahead, 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's listen in now to head coach Stan Van Gundy from a few moments ago.
You're going to have to help and close, not just stand near. Everybody's just trying to keep their guy from scoring. Come on now, we got to be better than this, guys.
And pleading for better help defensively, Stan Van Gundy making some changes. DJ comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Payne in for Levine. The Bulls leading by 10. On the floor for Detroit. Inside, it's Harris and Drummond. Smith and Bradley are together in the backcourt, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Now, here's DJ. The tray. Mirotic's shot is off.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic. Drummond a screen. Bradley, no one around him. Misses the 3.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Pistons trail by 10. Smith outside. They set the pick. Johnson kicks to Harris. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Payne passes to DJ. In the corner, Valentine with it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
And the Pistons making a change here. Tolliver's checked in. It's deflected.
DJ is solid at knowing when to leap up for block shots. Got to be careful with shooting when he's around.
And then Wade slams it in.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack. And you watch Wade and know he isn't the same player he was back when he averaged 30 a game. But in short bursts, he can still give you a glimpse of that old flash. He knows when and how to dial it up when the game is on the line.
And it's Drummond missing. The Bulls leading by 10. Wade dishes to DJ. Back to Wade. Down low. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Valentine kicks to DJ. From 11 feet away. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And Chris, as you said, Wade can still take over a game for a short period of time.
There aren't many players that are scarier with the ball in their hands, with the game on the line than Wade. He just has a knack for coming up big when his team needs him.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
And this is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown three-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
Pistons trail by 13. Smith kicks to Bradley. Three-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Payne kicks to Mirotic. Fades and shoots. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. DJ passes to Wade. And the Bulls, another 3.
It's a boldness seeing Wade sink the 3. I mean, working on becoming a bigger threat from out there.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 13. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, DJ.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. And the Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Drummond dishes to Bradley. Drummond sets the screen for Smith. Back to Bradley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And really an interesting move by the Pistons. In effect, shedding 2 starters in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Marcus Morris for 1 in Avery Bradley. Stan Van Gundy clearly valued Bradley's leadership and playoff experience.
Payne kicks to DJ. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Down low and stolen by Drummond. Here's Kennard and stolen by Payne. Uncovered, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And aggressive defense causing the mistake, then cashing in.
What a beautiful steal off of great anticipation. His instincts right there were right on.
Now here is Smith. Bradley passes to Tolliver. Buries it from 3-point range.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
1:09 left to play in the final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Chicago.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, all day long.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this.
Now, here's Bradley. And another 3 for Detroit.
And you know what? That's something Bradley has really worked on, coming off screens and knocking it down.
The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. The jump hook. And it's DJ missing. And now the Pistons fast break. Back to Smith. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what happens.
Standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Another double-double for you this year, points and rebounds. Now, is that something you're looking to do when you go out there?
Well, I try and come out and help the team get a win whenever I can. I know we're at our best when I'm cleaning up missed shots and, finishing plays. And it's all about getting wins. And if a double-double is what it takes, then, that's what I'll give to the team.
Well, it's what it took tonight. Congrats on the win, guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alt, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
You getting the hang of this NBA thing? DJ Savvy Vets.
Don't tell Sham.
Oh, no. Can't do that.